Hello, Libra. It is time for your October 2025 reading. We're going to start off with an oracle card to see what your primary energy or theme is. Oh, it is who cares if we become nothing? We were all once nothing. Interesting. Who cares if we become nothing? We were all once nothing, and yet we still came forth. This feels like some deep philosophical discussion that could be had and could be going on for quite some time. Let's see what the book says on this one. I'm also drawn to the numbers here. 4 and 6 is the foundation and kind of a reminiscent or overcoming, getting past an argument or some difficulty. And together they make a 10, which is a conclusion, an ending, and a beginning at the same time. So this is like a liminal space for you. And maybe that's what it is about this month for you, is being in the in-between spaces of things, between jobs, between homes, some things like that, between something, in the middle of something, but not yet a part of either one. Okay, now let's read it and see what they say about this card, which I'm very intrigued by. All right. You are currently borrowing atoms from the earth, and it didn't cost a thing. This life is all betting with house money. Okay. Try not to take it all so seriously. I'm going to read that again. You are currently borrowing atoms from the earth. It didn't cost a thing. This life is all betting with house money. Try not to take it all so seriously. Even in the hard times, even in the midst of chaos, there is this ability to find that calm center, that space in between the moments to just savor something briefly. It's even, and sorry, I'm feeling there's so many possibilities within that space for what it could be and what it would mean to you if you're paying attention to when it happens. It's that in between. It's like twilight, or just before dawn breaks, just before that sun rises over the horizon. There's that moment of tension and then freedom, the breakthrough. Okay, let's see what the tarot cards have to say. Let's see. Laissez-faire. That's the word it's been there. Just a laissez-faire. Don't take things so seriously this month. We have the Ace of Swords, the Nine of Wands, the Four of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Three of Swords. So all of this is ultimately leading to a place of healing over some sort of trauma or some sort of something that you were disappointed in ultimately. And I'm being drawn a lot to the last card before the others today. So Three of Swords. Swords are an air element. It's going to be about our thoughts, our beliefs, but not about our emotions so much. But we have the swords piercing through the emotions. So a belief that we are hurt, a belief that something isn't the way you thought it was. You're hurt because you were lied to potentially. You're hurt because of miscommunication. You're hurt because you were emotionally invested something that was just talk. And within this there is a recognition of what that is and the opportunity for the healing to start, to have the closure on your end. That doesn't mean you get closure from the other party. They don't matter in this instance. This is about you finding closure within yourself and starting to heal those wounds. Okay, now let's go back to the beginning. Starting off here with the Ace of Swords, a fresh idea, a new thought. Some sort of inspiration comes to you. Like if you're in a brainstorming session or you're just walking down the street and look at a crack in the sidewalk and all of a sudden For whatever reason, that triggers this connection to some idea that you forgot all about, maybe, or that just poofs to you like, oh, that's the obvious solution. I don't know why I didn't see that before. Your mind was on autopilot, and poof, you can receive the answer. It was in there all the time, as we see with this translucent ghosty. You just couldn't see it. And again, this is like a forest for the trees type thing, until the light shined on it in just the right way. So, illumination, something coming to light, a piece of information possibly, um, that now you're aware of. And now you can look deeper into it. And then we have the Nine of Wands, which is a card of, I am so exhausted. I am tired. This has been a journey. My body is aching. My brain is fried kind of energy. But I am not done. I am not quitting now. I know the end is real close, and I have enough passion to push through this temporary pain and see this through and succeed in it. So this is somebody who is not willing and not ready to surrender, and who will achieve their goal because they have what it takes to get there. Which leads us into this Four of Pentacles. And this is a space, and this might be about who cares statement specifically. Four of Pentacles, you're on a solid foundation, but there is this desire, like you're in a good space. This is that tension moment. You have enough, let's say, and this is not necessarily what it's about, but just let's use a savings account or something like that as the example. You've achieved, you wanted to save $500. It's taken you a while to get there. Now you have that in hand. You have managed to achieve your goal. You're on the precipice. Now what do you do? Are you holding tightly onto every coin that comes after that? Afraid to spend any and wanting to save more and more and more and more and more? So much so that you may take on a bit of a miserly kind of vibe. Well, like, nope, I'm not going to go out. I want to save. I need to save the money. Even though you've already achieved your goal, I need to save more. I need to hold back more. When really you don't, because you have what you need already. So be aware of the fact that you may be trying to hold on to more than you need in a way. I mean, honestly, it never hurts to have more, right? But you're at a point where you could go out a little bit, go have some fun, go to the party, do something to reward yourself for having this base now set and the foundation there. It doesn't mean you need to now go blow all of your money, but do something to treat yourself. Gift yourself some reward for achieving this goal. Otherwise, you're just going to be focused on and in a loop of, nope, I can't go. Nope, I don't have enough. Nope, nope, nope. And you don't want to be that. You want to get into not splurging recklessly or anything like that. Doing it responsibly, but also not locking yourself up, not locking your energy up. You need to be out and you need to be social. You need to be around people. Spread some of that energy around. It will enrich you in different ways. And then we have the Eight of Wands. And this is indicating things coming in quick and hot. A lot of action very quickly. So this may be a very, very busy time. Maybe once you do manage to loosen your energy purse strings, so to speak, a lot of opportunities are there. That people are just waiting. Oh, great. Come see us here. Come see us there. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I've been waiting for you to be available. Let's go. So you may have a frenzy of activity, or you just may have so many invitations that it can be a little overwhelming, and you'll need to be very selective, but also respond quickly. Don't leave people hanging. Just respond quickly. I can't do that. I'm not available for that. How about we do this instead? If you're on top of your responses, then you won't be burning any bridges or offending anyone or anything like that. And you'll be managing your boundaries too with what you want to do based on what your new circumstances are. And not accepting everything and maybe even suggesting alternatives that suit you better. Still give you a little bit of fun, a little bit of play, but maybe don't extend you beyond what you're comfortable with now. And then we hit that Three of Swords. And maybe in all this action and all this activity, that's where you find out whatever this is that sets it off, that does hurt you, it does wound you, but also a recognition that it's a good thing you found out now. Because if you had found out later, before, when you were more fully committed, when you had maybe spent that money or whatever you saved up here to help somebody else out just to find out that they were conning you, that would have been a much worse situation. So as much as it may be aggravating, irritating, disappointing to have that Band-Aid ripped off now, for the long run, it needed to come off now to prevent you further heartache, to prevent you from further disaster. So if your intuition is telling you something here, pay attention. And that, Libra, is what I have for you for your October 2025 reading. Please hit that like button. Please share this with others. Please comment below to let me know if this resonated with you or not. And please subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Hey Libra, breaking in here because it just occurred to me as I was shuffling for the next one to go with your oracle card that you had there. It's betting on the house means betting on yourself. So if you get into a situation where there is doubt or anything like that, trust in your own feeling, trust in how you feel at that time, even if you don't know the answer yet, even if the question is still out there and there are no facts yet. Sort of a liminal space, depending on how you want to define it, but bet on yourself in that situation, on your atoms, on how your body is responding. So I just wanted to add that in there for you and hope you have a fabulous month. Thank you.